observed. And ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, good evening.
Good evening.
My name is Jackson Zamberi. I'm so excited to address you this evening.
Jackson looks to be an English name. Which one is the Tanzanian name apart from Zamberi? I see S. What is S for?
S is Simon.
Simon.
S-I-M-O-N.
Oh, so you are fully conquered by the Western one. Okay, bye.
Thank you. As today we have the debate about the pandemic, COVID, and road accidents. Now, today let me start with the road accidents. All of you have said that we cannot depart the road accidents with drivers. Now, according to me, I grouped these drivers into three types. The first, I called them the lizard drivers. The second, lizard.
Lizard?
Yeah. Hey, I called them lizard drivers.
That is in the Tanzanian?
No.
Hey.
I just gave them names in order to make
lizard drivers.
Yeah.
Oh.
The people to understand.
Let's say it goes. Okay.
The second drivers, I called them snake drivers.
Okay.
And the third type, I called them chameleon drivers. Now, this country is my sixth country to visit in Africa.
To live in?
Yes, and when I try to see the drivers, most of the drivers are like born with one mother.
in Uganda?
Not in Uganda, all of Africa. The drivers are like born with one mother. Why I'm trying to say that? Most of the accidents, like road accidents, in the whole of Africa, nowadays is caused by these border guys, if we try to see. And if you try to see, they have the same characteristics. Now, why do they cause the accidents? I'd not like to start to talk about the causes, but me, I'm going directly to the government. The government didn't create the environment to train the driver. That's why we have lizard drivers. Lizard drivers, for me, is these drivers trying to escape anywhere without following any rules. You can get for a place where a driver or a border not supposed to be, but he's coming. The snake driver, I mentioned this driver, they ride their swaggers. They press for them to go faster. They needed to show those swaggers. I don't know these swaggers in Uganda, they are calling it what? And the good driver are these chameleons. Chameleons are the one who change according to the environment. Yeah, I think now I'm now, what is the problem now? The problem is the government. If you try to see even here in Uganda, the border cyclists every day increasing. But how many real drivers do they have license? Most of them not. Do they attend any trainings for them? Because they are going to drive, and to drive it means they are playing with life of people. Yeah? Not. And who is supposed to give the border cyclist the license? It's the government. The license is the border cyclist, the border guy. They are like the environment is friendly to them to get the license easily. You can get, no, they require a lot of money. And when you try to see our people are poor, it's better for them to escape that money and try to ride without the qualifications. Now, when you are coming to the pandemic, do you know this pandemic, for instance, COVID-19, is a business. We can try to hide, but it's a business. If if like the world is serious to deal with pandemic, HIV is not a pandemic. If HIV is like COVID-19 is just a pandemic, why Dr. Sebi? Who know Dr. Sebi here?
I do.
Yes. Why Dr. Sebi is consumed? Because the man developed, manufactured the treatment of HIV. Now, if the world is serious to deal with pandemics, to see people are living in a good conditions, good life, why Dr. Sebi is consumed? That is an Africa who made the treatment of HIV, but the man is consumed. Now, we need to know that, like, for Africa, we need to realize ourselves and to define ourselves. Yeah. To do what we can. For instance, for the issue of the road accident, we can manage. But for the issue of pandemic, all of us, we are waiting our bosses from Europe, from Asia, to do something. Now, why don't we start with this road accident? Training our people, training our driver, training because even for us, peddlers were using the road. Why don't we train our people? Because it seems to be cheap more than even dealing with those pandemics.
Thank you. On that note, I hope you have finished on a very good note. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Have a good day.
Thank you. Let me invite Mr. James Kasher.
Thank you to give me it's a unique opportunity to invite a great man to come here to address the black men and women.
Okay.
Mr. Kashaya.
I have given you the authority. You invite me.
If you allow me, let me shake hand with you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. James Kasher. Mr. James Kasher, Uganda is losing 12 people every day. That's according to official police reports. 12 people every day die because of accidents. When that comes now into 84 weekly, and that comes to 336 monthly, and that comes to 4,032 in a year. In a year we lose 4,032 human beings on road carnage, road accidents. And according to a UN report, Africa loses 650 people every day in road carnage. Now, in Africa? Yes, in Africa. In Uganda, per year is 4,032. In Africa, the entire continent, 650 per day.